Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to Brazil. We've played a couple of games since you were last with me, and let's have a look at those results now. A little bit of a mixed bag. The last match that we played was against Fortaleza, and we ended up drawing 0-0, despite the fact that we absolutely bombarded the goal with shots and on two occasions were denied by the upright. But never mind, draws do happen even at home. But I was really heartened with the way that we played, and once again, data pack 8 is it's a lovely data pack. I have to say it. I really enjoy the way that football matches flow. Certainly in the Brazilian league with this data pack installed. So yeah, it's all good there as far as I'm concerned. The match previously, which was way back, was Atletico Mineiro nil, Internacional 1, and I'm going to throw up the replay that I recorded for you to see now. An absolutely superb half volley from Suarez, just inside the area, gifting us the 1-0 win against Atletico Mineiro. A goal of some quality, and again we absolutely peppered the goal with chances, but just couldn't get it across the line. But that goal from Suarez was enough for us. That leaves us top of the table, as was the case before you left us, and 5 points clear at the top of the table after that draw in the last game. Today's match is against Vitoria. There is the lineup. Let's have a look at the game plan. There are some transfers to go through. A couple of players left us. Cuesta left us for £1.5 million. He joined Bologna, I believe, although I could be wrong about that. And we all know that Potka left us for a reasonable amount of money. I think it was just under £5 million. And in their places came Nicholas Otamendi from the youth team. Yes, another amazing regeneration. Nicholas Otamendi Jr. and Rafinha, who came in on a pretty decent fee. I think it was £13 million we paid for him. But he is an absolute beast of a player. Let's get them on the bench. I haven't had the opportunity to change things around yet. D'Alessandro, you can get off of my bench. There we go. Trellis has returned from his loan spell. I don't think we'll be loaning him out anytime soon. Guerrero actually needs a rest. Let's put Suarez in at centre forward, and then Trellis can come off the bench. He is flashing at the moment, which means a good performance be could give him a massive stats boost. So let's hope that he can do that for us. Everything else in the team looking fine. Everyone's on pretty decent form. The stamina's good. We're going to kick straight off now. It's an away day at Vitoria. We've got a decent team behind us. I reckon we can get a win here. The last couple of games have been nip and tuck as far as goals scored, but we have been creating opportunities. It's just a matter of actually taking them. That seems to be the issue at the moment. Here we are at Vitoria's Estadio del Martingal. Flares going up all around the stadium, as is usual with South American games. Here is the home team, roared onto the pitch by the adoring fans, and Inter, the defending champions, standing patiently waiting for the game to start, and it just has. So here we go. Andrade and Machine down the right hand side, picked up by Iago, plays it off to Rodriguez. Iago's inside him, picks the ball up. Velasco's just blocked off a little bit by his teammate there, and we've conceded possession as a result. Hulamar chasing back, trying to make amends for that. Iago's turned inside out by Machine, but Schurz, no such luck with the big centre back. He's not going to get turned anytime soon. Oh dear, had a chance there, Nixon. Schurz assured at the back, heads the ball to his centre-back partner, and that is a terrible pass, and we could be under some pressure here. And then strangely, the AI passes the ball backwards. Very peculiar. Here's Diego Carlos. Good header up the pitch. It's going to get picked up again by Vitoria, and they're passing through this midfield. No trouble whatsoever. Final third is where they're having their issues at the moment, but they seem to be getting things together there. Here's Lopez. Ball into Suarez. Lobbed over the top for Hulimar. He's got a chance here. And it's saved. Good save by the goalkeeper. Hulimar on his left foot. You'd back him to score from there. You really would. But the goalkeeper making an absolutely fantastic save at his near post. Corner kick. Velasco to whip it in on his right. In it comes. Nonato underneath it. Gets it up in the air. Can't get much more on it than that. Carlos picks it up. It's unusual to see Carlos this far up the pitch. Lobs it into the box. Nobody found. And the ball eventually falls to Vitoria, and they can get a counter-attack going here, and they have got one going with Leo Serra. Good tackle by Iago, though. He's not going to be giving up any room on his shift. Not if he can help it. Somehow that goes out for an Inter throw. I did not think that was our ball, honestly. Hence why Iago was busting a gut to get back there. Hulimar. It's a nice idea, but it's very crowded in there. Suarez! Oh, he's flashed it wide of the goal. Gilt-edged opportunity for a player of his quality. You would have thought he'd get it on target. But no, first time coming across his body. Probably just came off the outside of his foot a little bit more than he wanted. And as a result, it skews wide. Schurz underneath the ball. Wins the header. Suarez trying to do something with it, but can't quite manage it. Here's Machine. Andrade, and he's got the run on Iago here. First time cross perhaps. Oh, Iago does very well to get a foot on it. Goes behind for a corner, but that's great defending by the Brazilian international there. Corner to Vitoria. In it comes. Hulimar underneath it. Gets a head on it. Edge of the box now. Andrade. Tasklu. Nixon. Machine. Andrade again. Tascolu. Farinia. Won by Lopez. Counter-attack for Inter. Look at Lopez trying to get away from his men. He can't quite manage it. But they did have to double mark him. He might have some joy if he could get one-on-one with a defender. Unorthodox defending by Nonato. Does work out in the end for Inter. Here's Nonato once again. Ball through the centre to Suarez. Don't know what that pass was. Good lord. Rodriguez. So much bite in that position, and Suarez in an offside position. Referee blows his whistle, and good lord, he was miles off. Absolutely miles. Ronaldo, the goalkeeper, to start things back off, pumps it hard and long up into midfield. Velasco's lost it. And they seem to have an overload of players on the right hand side of the pitch here. Iago lucky to get the decision for the throw-in. Schurz. Nonato now playing very deep. He normally plays a little bit higher up the pitch than this. Here's Velasco. Into Hulimar. Suarez. Lopez. Back to Suarez. He's got a chance here if he can shape himself. Couldn't quite get it out from under his feet, but Inter retain possession. Here's Iago. He's got a good left foot on him. Swings it in. Suarez near post. Oh my word. How many more chances do they need before one of them goes in? Brilliant cross from Iago, exactly where Suarez wanted it. Couldn't get it in between the goalkeeper and that near post though. Ah, brilliant from Schürrle. Second ball not picked up by one of his teammates, however. And it goes out of play for a throw. Iago's going to pick this up on the left-hand side. Velasco runs forward with the ball down the left flank. Plays it inside to Hulimar, who in turn plays it to Nonato, also on the inside. Here's Suarez. Suarez! Ooh! Could he have played a through ball to Lopez? I think he could have. Yeah, there was an easy ball to Lopez there. He was onside the whole way as well. Lopez is going to be having words with his partner there. Here's Hulimar. Got men running through the centre here. If he can find the right ball, he can. Here's Nonato. 1-0. And it's an unlikely source for the first goal of the game, Gustavo Nonato. He doesn't score many, but normally the ones he does score are important goals. Brilliantly found with the pass. And beating the keeper at the near post, something that Suarez struggled to do earlier. Great pass there. Takes one touch, looks up, bang, and the dirt is gone. I should have a look and see if there's any players by the name of Barry Scott in this game, or at least B. Scott. I hope they're strikers. Half time here then at Vitoria's home ground. It's Vitoria 0, Inter 1, and what a one-sided half that was of football. Brilliant for the Inter fans, not so great for the Vitoria fans. And with that lead, I'm going to make a bold change, and I'm going to give Trellis some time on the pitch. Can't do any worse than Suarez did in that first half. Here we go then. Trellis leading the line now. Oh, that wasn't a bad first interaction. And Inter have won a free kick in a dangerous position here. And it's Trellis with the instant impact winning the free kick nice and centrally. Here's Schürrle. Up and over. No, not quite over. Flips ahead of a Vitoria player. Goes out for a corner. For a centre-back, Schürrle's absolutely deadly with his right foot at the free kick. Here's Velasco. He's going to play it in, out swinger. Lopez runs in on it. Can't quite get onto it, though. Nonato chasing after the ball. He's going to struggle to keep this one in. And, in fact, he can't. But it is a throw-in to Inter anyway. Here's Iago. Rodriguez. Lopez hits it. Oh, my word! That is special! That is special from Nico Lopez. Not a hint of the R2 button to be seen anywhere. Absolutely drilled it. Goodness gracious me. What a hit. Right into the corner. We're going to have a look at the replay here. I like to get right behind the player, watch the arc of the ball. Here it comes to him. Takes one touch, looks up. He knows exactly what he's going to do. Bish, bash, bosh. Oh, there's absolutely no spin on that ball whatsoever. He hits it clean as a whistle. Oh, it takes a slight deflection off the defender, I think. But either way, Nico Lopez has scored an absolute thunder bastard. Long ball forward. Sarah wins the header, gets it out wide. Here's Machine. Good block by Iago. Really is the MVP of this team, defensively speaking. Oh, that was close. Would have been easier to score with the player in front of him that way. How's he not found the cap? That's amazing. Ball's played simply out to Schurz. To Rodriguez. Now to Velasco. Plays it up to Hulimar. He's got someone outside him. And he uses him. It's Iago. Cross in behind everyone. That's a shame. Oh, Lopez very nearly winning the ball there. Just got tangled up in everyone's feet. Lopez has been an absolute bundle of energy in this half. Oh, Trelez is really getting involved here. It's lovely to see. Having come back from loan, he's immediately involved in things once again. That's nice. Lopez, chance for second. Oh, well done, goalkeeper. Great save by Ronaldo there. Trelez might not necessarily be a threat goal scoring wise, but he's pulling players all over the place. He's won free kicks. He's linked up play nicely. It's good to see. Here's Velasco with the corner kick. Trelez again makes a nuisance of himself. Ball in, Trelez, and he's just caught offside, I think. Oh, he was some way offside actually. That's a shame. That is a shame. It came to nothing anyway. Let's see if they can do anything here. And actually, before play continues, a substitution to be made by Inter, and it's Rafinha coming on for his series debut. Did actually play a game last time out. Did very nicely for the team. But Lopez comes off to a hero's applause. What a goal by Lopez today. Goodness gracious me. As a certain Scottish pundit used to say, and probably still does, tick-a-boo, son. Tick-a-boo. Oh dear. Oh dear. Iago might be onto this, hopefully. Oh, he is. He's rock solid, that lad. It's Rafinha. He just loses the ball a little bit there. The one problem for Rafinha is he's slightly lightweight. He's good with the ball at feet, running at men. But he'll struggle a little bit if the ball is played up to him with a man at his back. And the manager will have to be mindful of that. Here's Hulimar into Trelez, straight back to Velasco. Mailton, Nonato, Velasco. Tried to get it through to Trelez, but it was picked up off of the foot of one of the Vittoria players. Oh, Hulimar's won the ball here, though. It's an opportunity. It's through to oh dear, oh dear. Trelez did everything right. Hulimar couldn't find the pass, unfortunately. But he's a willing worker. He really is. That was a nice idea. Just couldn't quite pick that pass out with a player so close to him. Oh, Iago absolutely decimating this right winger's reputation. Hulimar. Oh, that's a foul, surely. Surely that's a foul. The referee's going to give a corner kick instead. Whipped in. Rafinha. For such a small man, he's got a hell of a spring on him. Iago. Rodriguez. Out to Mailton. Inside to Nonato. Rafinha. On to Mailton. Didn't carry on the run enough, unfortunately. But it goes out for a throw to Inter. It's not all wasted. Nice move from Inter. It's just unfortunately you got a new player in there who isn't quite up to speed with his teammates, and that will cause little issues like that until they're used to each other. It won't harm them today. Trellis. Oh, he's got a chance here, Trellis. And he scored on his return to the team after 6 months on loan. He's returned to goal scoring with his parent club. Very nice move by Inter there. Reverse through ball. Trellis took one touch, got himself set, looked up and just absolutely tonked it. There's the reverse ball through the first touch. Not the best first touch in the world, but it was good enough. And then he levers it with his left foot. It's 3-0. Rafinha's going to end up putting that out for a corner kick. Just going to make one final change. Ed Nielsen is going to have to come on at left back. He's not great defensively, but he will absolutely terrorise him down that left-hand side. Iago has done really well today. Gets a massive round of applause from the travelling fans, as he should do. He's put in a shift and a half. Rafinha wins the ball. It's good to see from attacking player. Here's Trellis. He's 1-on-2 here. And he runs straight into trouble. Oh dear, oh dear. He's still young. He'll learn. Oh. Ailton, more through luck than judgment, picks the ball up. Here's Rodriguez. Rafinha is playing very deep, Rafinha. Long ball to Hulimar. Trellis. Trellis. Cleared by the goalkeeper. He's a pain in the arse for defenders, is Trellis. Is it Trellis or Trelef? I feel like it could probably be pronounced either way. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. The game is over. Inter walk away with 3 points and 3 goals to their names. 3 separate goal scorers. The pick of the bunch has to be Nico Lopez's 50th minute pile driver from outside the area. Absolutely no chance for any goalkeeper facing that one. It was just absolutely pinpoint accurate. Left-hand side of the goal. Any closer, it would have shaved off the paintwork. And as we watch the highlights of the game, including the early opportunities that Inter didn't quite manage to take, we reflect on a fun match, a match full of incident, and a match which ultimately was a fantastic proving ground for a couple of new signings. Well, one new signing and a returning player. Here is the first goal. Nonato, played in by Hulimar. Goalkeeper beaten at his... Funnily enough, all 3 goals came on the goalkeeper's right-hand side. I wonder if that is a particular weakness of this goalkeeper which can be exploited in the future. Here was the Schurz free kick. If you can get them over the wall, they will often test a player. Here is the goal of the game. What an absolute humdinger of a shot that was. He absolutely levered it and it flew into the net. Absolutely fantastic. Love seeing that. Here was one of the few chances I mean, how does he miss that? Honestly, like he must have hit it in the one place where neither goal or player were. That is ridiculous. The chance for Lopez later on, where he had the opportunity to make it to the goalkeeper, actually saving it down to his right hand side that time, although it was closer to him. And then finally, the returning hero, Chalez, one touch, two touch, goal. There we are, 3-0. Great result for the team, great result for the fans who travelled so far to see this match take place. Love looking at those stats, absolutely tonked them. Suarez only getting a 5.5 is understandable. He had chances, but he just couldn't make any of them count today. Fortunately, other players on the team or on the bench were able to make the difference for us. Let's have a look at the other results in the league today. Match day 16 today, and we can see a couple of away wins there. Chapecoense and Corinthians. Corinthians beating Vasco da Gama. That is going to have an effect on the top of the table. Also, we can see Paranaense beating Cruzeiro 4-2. Fluminense taking care of business away from home against Flamengo. And Botafogo and Palmeiras, it was a close-fought thing. Botafogo end up walking away with all 3 points. Let's have a look. After Sao Paulo winning 3-0 in their home match today, they maintain the gap of 5 points with Inter. But things are starting to stretch out at the top of the table. At the bottom of the table, well, Vitória are not exactly stranded, but they're a long way off of safety. 5 points at the bottom of the league is a big gap to face. Bahia, Avaí, Fortaleza and Oeste and Atletico Mineiro all there or thereabouts. One bad result could see them slip into relegation, or one good result could actually see them crawling out of it. So it's going to be interesting to keep an eye on what happens in the relegation battle this season. But that's going to do us for today. Our next match is against Palmeiras, previously mentioned Palmeiras. We'll see what we can do next time out, when hopefully we can get another 3 points on the board and we can maintain, or perhaps if we're lucky, increase our lead at the top of the table. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new. Take care of yourselves, I'll see you later. Bye bye.